Hey, you're listening to Don't Lie to Your Life Coach podcast with Kim Arrington. I'm Kim Arrington. I'm a life coach, a weight loss coach, an author, and a badass passionate about helping you connect back to your most authentic self. Join me here each week so I can coach you on how to think all those juicy thoughts that get you feeling your absolute best and taking some big ass action. Coaching has changed my life, and it can change your life too. I'm here to give you real life solutions to create a life you'll love. Because the truth is, boo, you ain't just got problems, you got options. Y'all, I'm kind of laughing because it's just so funny how light it is. Like, it is 2:08 p.m. here, and the light is so different. I think I'm ready for summer, y'all. You might actually get this in summer, so just ignore that. But my earrings are lapis blue. I love lapis lazuli, okay? Lapis blue, and my dress, my little turtleneck dress is gray, but you can't tell. Let me sit back. Okay, anyway. Hey, y'all. These little intros I'm doing are getting weirder and weirder, but that's kind of my brand. I don't know, I like it. So I am pulling up some notes. I should have worn my crown today because we are learning about how to put yourself, your damn self, your best self, yourself however you're showing up on the pedestal, okay? So what does that mean? Y'all know what it means. We stay putting other people on a pedestal. We say things like, I don't know if I can live without him. I don't know what I would do if this happened. This could never happen because I couldn't handle it. Whatever is on the back end of that, whatever noun, person, place, or thing is on the back end of that is what you're putting on a pedestal. And the most life-changing thing you can do is decide that you're on the pedestal. You are the sun, and the solar system is orbiting around you. Like, not in a conceited, but in a slightly, I'm all fucking that way. Yeah, a little bit of that, okay? And your version of that. So one of the things when we think about how to put yourself on the pedestal, how to be the king, the queen, the king and the queen of you, is you got to watch self-sacrifice. I was going to say self-sacrifice shit, but it sounded like a tongue twister, okay? You got to watch your self-sacrifice. So what is self-sacrifice really about? My nose is itching. First of all, it's fake. I'm gonna do all this for this person when I really want the person to do all this for me. So if I show them and I do it all for them, maybe they'll do it for me. And I'm going to end up mad as hell and resentful and blame them anyway. They're probably going to be confused because they're probably thinking I'm like them. If I'm doing something, I really want to do it. This is like the codependence manifesto right here. I got a lot of experience with this in recovery. It's a bad habit. You probably saw someone self-sacrifice. For many of us, that was our mothers, some of us, our fathers, some of us, our grandparents, or our aunts, whoever raised us. You are self-sacrificing partially to control how people see you. It's really people-pleasing, if you want me to be honest. I will link my people-pleasing episode, People-Pleasing Ain't Pleasing You, to this. Now, there is a condition. You know, when people like lift the car off the child in superhuman feet, or they put themselves in between you and the bullet, There are times where we absolutely do these superhuman things. We rise to the occasion, but that's something else. That's not about want or recognition. That is almost us stepping into maybe something that soul, something that spirit is calling us to. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the stuff you really don't want to do, but you do anyway. You cannot be on the pedestal and do that. You got to question it. And let me tell you how small it is. It's a lot of small little choices too. This is how small and how easy this can be. I wanted to meet up with a friend at a coffee shop, and our schedules were literally switched, right? She was available, not available from 1 to 5. I was available to meet up from 1 to 5. We were going to go co-work together. And I had to pause and say to her, oh, our schedules are opposite. We'll pick another day. Now, the old me would have been like, oh, I want to see her so bad. Like, oh, I want to be with, another person because I, work with myself. I'll change my schedule. Now, for you all who want to change your schedule, sometimes that's cool. But for someone like me, I had things I needed to get done, and I would respect and not love myself, and not necessarily respect myself, but appreciate me keeping the promises to myself. And so I went ahead and put it out there. I couldn't do it. It doesn't have to be huge self-sacrificing things. We ain't talking about necessarily giving a kidney and then trying to give your other kidney. No, we're not doing that, which by the way, you can't. But I'm talking about even the little micro decisions. Like you said, you were not going to cook this week because you have you're under deadline and you feel guilty and you cook anyway. If you're going to put yourself on the pedestal, it is keeping that promise to yourself. I said I was going to do this and I'm going to do it because it's for me. All right. Number 2, get ready. I'm going to say lots of lovely things about you. You are fabulous, fabulous. You are irresistible. You are incredible. You are mighty. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. You are amazing. And if you don't know it, that is your next quest to get your ass cheeks on that pedestal, to stand on that pedestal, is you realizing that. And I ain't faking it to make it. That is the dragon to slay. That is the way to save yourself, is to really see your goodness, not decide mistakes take it away, to realize you were born good. You were born amazing. And if you don't know it, this is the perfect time. And I want to help you out with some ways to do that. Okay. So you got to get on that throne. You're going to move the world out the way for a minute. You're going to go step by step. You may need a coach to help you with this. You're going to recognize that, one of the things I do are affirmations. I am worthy. I am irresistible. I am great. I look for the evidence. Remember that talking back to yourself? You might take one little area of your life. Say that you're preparing for law school, okay? And you're getting all your admission stuff together. I may say, I'm going to make an incredible attorney. I might say that 100 times a day, 25 times a day. I'm going to look at traits from, about myself that may make a great attorney. Wow, I'm really analytical. I really like to serve people. I really, keep going to find a solution. I'm going to look for those things. Okay. So you're going to look for the things that support what you say you are and what you want to be. Okay. You're going to need to recognize your uniqueness. And that is called your yum sum. I coined the phrase, okay? So your yum sum is a thing that makes you irresistible, the thing that people say about you, okay? My yum sum is that I'm a ham. I've been a ham since I've always been a performer. I love to tell a joke. I love to see people laugh. I'm wise. I'm always want to help people. as long as it doesn't knock me off my pedestal. So that whole idea of, I love clothes, I love earrings, that's part of my yum sum too, okay? So here are some things to help you with your yum sum. And this is kind of the way that you realize you're irresistible, you're fabulous, you're wonderful. Some of them are physical traits, some of them are emotional traits as well, okay? So the first thing you're gonna ask is, what are your unique traits? And Marie Forleo had this activity in B school where you would actually email people and ask them, what are 3 things you think about me? What are 5 things you think about me? And I did that to people and I loved the responses that I got. Some of them I was surprised, okay? Think about, and I want to be careful with this one. What have you accomplished? And I'm not just talking about, I have 55 degrees and 96 PhDs and 62 EDs. You know, no, I'm not talking about EDs. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like, it could be accomplishments you've done for yourself. Like, I volunteer once a week at the school. I got 10 miles in this month at walking. I was able, I had a client one time who was like, I just feel like I haven't done anything in my life. And she had a master's. And I was like, didn't you matriculate through a master's program? So that proves that you can start something and finish something. Like, it can be those kind of things, that you worked at the same job that you love for 10 years, that, but what if it's kind of like if you were writing a bio, what would they put in your bio? And don't say nothing, I haven't done anything. We all have done things, okay? What have you overcome? What have you overcome? What has happened in your life that was difficult and you were able to overcome it? So what have you done? What have you learned about yourself? Okay. What have you created? I wrote a book of poetry. I, went and did interviews with the elderly people in the community and compiled it into a documentary. So, and also, who are you? Like, how would people describe you? Like, what is it about your personality? That's your yum sum. That's the thing that makes you irresistible. There is nobody like you but you. I was about to sing a church song. There is no one like you. What's that? No one like you. Lord, how excellent. Okay, that's what came to my mind. Okay. And I think the third one is, you deserve your desires. You deserve to know you were born worthy. And you can live that way. And that, like anything, you have to keep returning to knowing you deserve your desires. You deserve to know that you're worthy. You deserve to know your yum sum. You deserve to be on a pedestal. Being on the pedestal is paying attention to your desires and then going after them if you choose to. You can have a desire and decide, oh, I don't think I want to do that one, but I'm going to do these. That is prioritizing yourself. Putting yourself on the pedestal is prioritizing yourself. Okay? Your desires are there for a reason. They want you to go for you. They want you to be you. They want you to know you. One of my biggest accomplishments of my life is the very deep, intimate relationship I have with myself. It matters to me more than anything and anybody. I love people better when I allow myself to be fully myself. When I allow myself to go for what I want, when I allow myself to know myself, I have filled that cup and my cup runneth over and I can share some of that cup, okay? You're gonna have to return to yourself again and again and again. I just recorded a podcast prior to this, and it was about the one big thing you need to know about weight loss. And it was that you have to keep returning to the habits, because the way change works is that when you fall off, when you relapse, that you learn something in every relapse and that it helps inform your change. That's how being on the pedestal is. When you like step off the pedestal, when you fall off the pedestal, when you get off the pedestal, you returning to the pedestal. You learn more and more every time. And eventually you're like, I'm Queen Mother. I can't get off this baby. You're going to have to rise to me. It's so important for you to know that you are here to be prioritized by you. And when you prioritize yourself, others know they can't come with you on some bullshit. And if they do, they get blocked. They get told, I don't do that. They get called out. They get ignored. They don't have a front seat in your life. And you will naturally bring in people who, like you, prioritize themselves. And you don't have to do as much work with the people. You understand? So that's what I want you to think about this week. I want you to go and answer. Here are the questions again. Like, what are your unique traits, personality traits? What do you like about yourself? What have you accomplished? What have you overcome? What have you done? What have you learned? What have you created? Even answering one of those questions is good enough, okay? All right, mwah, love y'all. Have a good day. And meet me back here next week for more good stuff, all right? Talk to you later.
Are you feeling what you just heard? Good, good. Repeat after me. You don't have to figure it out on your own again anymore. I'm here to help. Head over to KimArrington.com and download my free video series dedicated to getting you feeling your best right now. Look around, there's some good stuff waiting on you. Got questions? Well, we're always talking on the socials, so find me on YouTube, Insta, and the book. Don't be shy, y'all. Go listen to another episode or join me here the same time next week. Finally, don't keep good shit to yourself. Share this with a homie that could use some help too. Remember, we're not lying to ourselves anymore. We're not lying to our doctors. And you damn sure don't lie to your life coach.